What is up, guys? And welcome back to the channel and a July MVP video. So this video is going to be real short, y'all. I have too much going on in July, but there were a couple things that were my favorites that stood out, to include 2 television shows that I watched, okay? So let's get into it. So the first thing, y'all, that I bought in July, that is just rave reviews. Listen, you definitely gotta put some money out for like some quality, y'all. First up is my new toothbrush from the brand Quip. Now, I had a toothbrush from them years ago. You know, the entry level toothbrush. I think it cost like 25 bucks. And it was okay, right? Then I ended up doing this focus group. The focus group ended up being about electric toothbrushes. And so they gave me all these electric toothbrushes to try. And for the longest time, I was using this toothbrush from back then, which was probably about 3 years ago. So I've been needed a new toothbrush because I couldn't remember like the brand of that toothbrush, and I know I needed to change the toothbrush head. Okay, don't judge me, judge your mama. All right. So the toothbrush, and I kept saying I need to get another toothbrush because I haven't been able to replace this toothbrush head. I need to get another one. Well, child, the toothbrush said, "You gonna get another one because I'm about to die." The thing just stopped charging and stopped working. I said, okay, fine. So I had already been doing some research, right? And was like, I like a rechargeable electric toothbrush. I don't want one with batteries. I'm not in the mood to have to change a battery, okay? It's bad enough I got to change batteries on my remote control, all right? For the TV. I don't want to be bothered with nothing else with a battery. Everything else needs to be rechargeable, okay? Let's just plug you up into the wall. So I knew that, right? So I settled on this. And it comes in this, so I just keep it in this little travel case. Y'all, the funniest thing that I discovered about my teeth, I'm gonna tell y'all in 1 second. And the head of it comes off so easy for replacement. And it has an app. So the app is going to be telling me when I need to replace the toothbrush head. And then this light right here, you see how I moved it up and I moved it back down? That controls the intensity of the but I just keep it on low. Because please, I'm just trying to like brush my teeth, clean them. You know, I don't need that intensity to be ridiculous, okay? And then it has an app that I can sync, you know, yada yada yada, and you earn points for something. But child, please, okay? Because I'm not about to sit up here and lie to y'all and tell y'all that I brush my teeth twice a day, because I don't. I know I should, but I don't. I need to get in a better habit of that because I really want to. And also, y'all, I found something out about myself with this new toothbrush. Why I don't have no teeth on the upper, the top part of my mouth, past, I guess, this tooth right here. I don't have no teeth back there. And I discovered that while I was brushing my teeth, because when I brush my teeth, I don't get a good score with regard to like hitting all 4 quadrants, because this quadrant is not getting hit, okay? Because ain't nothing up there, okay? Ain't nothing up there. But I'm like, girl, we don't care, okay? So that cracked me up. Oh, y'all, I pulled the app up so I could show you. So see, it has a little routine where you're supposed to, like, you know, you're supposed to floss, you're supposed to do all these things. With rinse. I'm thinking, you rinse your mouth out when you're brushing your teeth. That's stupid to me. I'm always going to rinse my mouth. Then it has like a brushing streak. Mine is always going to be 0 because I'm supposed to be brushing my teeth twice a day. Once I brush twice a day, I'll be good on the streak. Yeah. So yeah, and this toothbrush was $100. Yeah, $100 from the store that y'all bank. Okay, but anywho, right? Moving right along. So next up, y'all, I get the Sephora perfume sampler. I get it maybe once a year. I probably won't buy it this year because I have like some refill fragrances that I need to buy. So I don't really feel like I'm in the market for like a new fragrance, right? So I don't really need to buy the perfume sampler this year. But from some sample or something, I smelled the Kayali vanilla candy rock sugar and I enjoyed it. And so when I bought the first bottle, I bought the small one, whatever that is. I guess it's like $100. Y'all, I enjoyed it so much, and the summer is not over. We're only at August 10th because this is definitely a spring summer fragrance for me. That y'all, I went and bought the bigger bottle, and this one was like 130 something because the little one is almost up, and I'm like, I'm still enjoying that, honey. Love this fragrance, y'all. Definitely on the fave list. Okay, now y'all, let's get into these two shows that I watched in July. And I really enjoyed them. Like summer, it is so hard watching TV in the summertime because no shows are on. And y'all, I just feel like the industry has like killed fall TV for me. They have canceled mostly all my shows. The Equalizer with Queen Latifah is gone. They didn't let Papa's House with Damon Wayans and his son be great. In Essence Atkins, I mean, I adore her on TV. You know, they didn't let that be great. And it's because that son is so corny. That son can't have a show to save his life. Because I have watched Damon Wayans Jr. on so many shows. And I mean, I enjoy him probably because I'm a Wayans fan, but his shows don't seem like they last long. It was this one show he was on, I think it lasts 3 seasons. I think it was called Happy Endings. That show was okay. You know, a little cornball show, okay? So yeah, so I think it was the Sun fault, child. So anyway, that song is gone. I mean, that show is gone. I think The Neighborhood is coming to an end. I think season 7 was I think that was their last season. So do y'all see that? It's like, what am I gonna watch? I mean, I guess Law and Order and them will be back, so I'll definitely be watching that. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be watching in the fall, okay? So stay tuned. But at any rate, let's get into 2 series that I watched back in July. Y'all, one was called Mobland, and it was on Paramount Plus. I get that with my Amazon Prime. No. Well, do I pay for that? No. I think I pay for that Paramount Plus. I think it's like $15 or something. Yeah, I think I'm paying for that, if I'm not mistaken. But Paramount Plus, it's like, I think it also, Paramount Plus gives me also the channel CBS. So, yeah, I like that Paramount Plus. I get a TV, a TV channel out of that. Because I don't pay for cable no more. Like, $200 a month is what I was paying a few years ago. I said, I'm over it. Let's just do this $75 for Wi-Fi. And Marquee pay for, okay, Amazon Prime, that's included in, me having Amazon Prime, getting my deliveries the next day. And Hulu is included in my Verizon plan, which is why I'm not changing. They was wanting me to change the plan so bad and pay $10 for Hulu and pay something for Apple Music. Why? When I have a plan where it's free. No, I'm not changing my plan. Um, and then of course I pay for Netflix. Which when did Netflix start costing $20? Why am I paying $20? But I mean I'm gonna pay it. But $20? When did that happen? At any rate, and Marquis pays for Peacock. So yeah, that's our TV lineup. And I think I think Peacock is $8. But I love that Peacock, honey. It be having some good shows. So that's how I watch my TV. So Mobland was on Paramount Plus, and it starred Pierce Brosnan, the guy that played in Venom. I don't know his real name, nor did I know his name in the movie Venom, but he was like playing in this show like I I don't really want to say a bodyguard for a mob family, because he a fixer for a mob family, a guy to get things done for a mob family. That's the role he played. I really loved him in that role, right? Because y'all know, I tell y'all all the time, I love a mob drug movie. Ooh, y'all know what show is coming back? What is that show with my man from Jeremy Renner, I believe is his name. What is that show? Kingstown. The Mayor of Kingstown. New episodes of that is coming, so I have that to look forward to because I love that show. Very corruption, okay? Jail corruption, just corruption, right? But anyway, let's get back to Mobland. Pierce Brosnan, the dude that played in Venom, and then this other older Caucasian lady who's been around playing and stuff, right? I don't know her name. But honey, the first episode opens up with like a meeting of like all these mob bosses. Something happens and they kill them. They just kill all the mob bosses. They couldn't come to an agreement. Just bloodshed all around. And y'all know, as soon as I'm seeing bloodshed all around, I'm tuned in. Okay, I'm locked in for all the episodes. Like, oh, okay, so what's happening? So it was very mob, very people getting shot. Child, Pierce Brosnan and the lady, they were like married. The lady was nuts. The lady is nuts, okay? Because she was playing people against each other. She was just terrible, right? But they had a son, and the son got captured by the other mob boss. Why did their son, now we didn't see the saw going through the son, but you know how the movie insinuated the saw was going down the son and killing him right there on site. And Pierce Brosnan and the wife, they had a video set up so that they had to watch that. Say what now? Okay, tuned in, all right? So if that's not your jam, don't turn that on, okay? But of course, I'm giving it 10 tens across the board. Y'all, the next show that I watched, and they have new episodes coming Monday on Netflix, okay? And I'm sure if you have like heard this, because the executive producers that gave us Virgin River, if you're a Virgin River fan, y'all, they coming back with the sister to Virgin River. It's called Sullivan's Cove, okay? Same premise, okay? Small town, somebody's doctor. But what Sullivan Cove don't have that Virgin River does have, a bunch of scandal, okay? Virgin River has so much scandal. And it's like, gosh, there's so much going on for a small, sleepy town. Sullivan's Cove didn't give me that. It didn't give me scandal, okay? It just gave me small town. Here's a doctor. Her mom wanted her, I guess, to live in the big city of Boston. She had this boyfriend that really liked her. She wasn't really feeling him like that, in my opinion, right? That boyfriend was coming on strong, and she was just like, what? I don't know. I just felt like she wasn't feeling him all like that. And in the small town was this guy and they ended up liking each other or whatever. So what did I watch? Seasons 1 and 2. I believe season 3. I believe the show was shot in Canada. Y'all, do y'all know who was in this show? Luke from Gilmore Girls. Honey. And I will say Luke has aged well, okay? And let me see. Is he the same grumpy guy from the cafe in the Gilmore Girls? A little less grump, but still very much Luke coded in this Sullivan's Cove, okay? Are there any more? No, the rest of these people, they're not familiar faces to me, right? But Luke from Gilmore Girls. So I mean, it was something to watch, okay? Like, I don't know. I'm a Virgin River fan through and through. So Sullivan's Cove is something to watch, okay? Am I going to give it a 10? I don't know what I'm going to give it, y'all. I mean, it can get a 10 for what it is, okay? Virgin River Sister, it can get a 10. Now, I'm recording this video on August 10th. Let me tell y'all what I just watched this weekend. Yes, it's August, but I don't know if we're going to have an August favorites. We might. It just all depends on how the month go, right? Because I don't have an MVPs video every month. Because some months I ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing special. I'm just here. Living. So y'all, I just watched this show. Y'all have probably heard about it on Netflix called The Hunting Wives. Talk about nuts. That show is nuts. Talk about scandal. Talk about just people killing people. Not like a mob show or a drug show. Not like that. But like, this is how this show pulls you in. There's a girl running through the woods and she's getting shot. That's how this series starts. Which, for someone like me that needs action, I'm like, oh, okay. But then it just turned weird. Women being married to men but having a lesbian affair. I'm like, what am I watching? Friends, but they're lovers, but they're also married to men. A husband and his wife is having sex with him with a dildo because I guess he likes it done in his behind. I'm just like, what is this? One of the ladies who was having an affair with women was also having an affair with a guy in high school. What? One of the ladies in the circle's son? I was just like, what is this? What is this? But y'all, I just sat and let it play while I was working on crocheting a hat, okay? Which, I don't know if that's ever going to make it to an MVP video because I have been having a time. I've been getting a lot of practice, making a lot of mistakes, making these hats. Well, trying to make one hat, okay? And I was almost done with this one hat. I mean, I was at the ruffle part. I was feeling real good about myself. And then while the yarn that I was pulling from, but also this is a lesson learned. Because when you teach yourself something, talk about the mistakes you make and all the lessons you want to learn. So that was me. Because I'm teaching myself this. But the yarn I was pulling from, why it got tangled up. And so I cut it from the project and was trying to get the whatever. Still couldn't do it. So I was just like, okay, this hat, please. And I done already started on another one. Because I had like two things of yarn. I already started on another one because also, this week, hopefully I can get some more yarn. Because I'm going to have to keep practicing making these ruffle hats in just like different colors before I move on to a blanket. Because I'm like, Melita, please, don't move on to a blanket yet. You don't even got the hat down, okay? Because I'm trying to teach myself to finish a project. So anyway, those are the MVPs for July, okay? The shows, Honorable mention to the show I just watched this weekend, the electric toothbrush, honey, to the tune of $100 and a bigger fragrance. Okay? Drop down in the comments and let me know if you had any favorites for the month of July. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.